YuGiOh is a unique TCG.
Not only in gameplay mechanics, but in the fact it doesn't rotate out its card pool.
Because of this, certain cards that were deemed unplayable or overlooked at first have a chance to appear depending on new strategies and the modern meta.
On one hand, these cards just boost a deck's potential, but on the other, they can cheese out an easy win over the other player.
But what if YuGiOh had a restart?
Could this game be revised with the benefit of hindsight? If so, what would that game look like?
These are the questions we wish to answer. I'm Dakota.
And I'm Cody. Join us as we create custom packs based on the originals, but change certain rarities of cards as well as eliminating other cards to make sure their toxic behavior never sees a game mat.
Welcome to the YuGiOh Revision Series. How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Revision Series. I'm joined here, like always, with the Earthbound Immortal himself, Cody. Cody, how are you doing today?
Really good. My thumbs are not visible right now, but they're pointing at me.
You're gonna win this one?
Probably not, let's be real. Probably not.
Have faith.
What's faith gotten me in this series, you know?
You gotta believe in the heart of the cards.
I don't know, man. I don't have your penchant for just drawing one-ofs all the time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I get like a solemn here and there, but like other than that.
Maybe it's not the heart of the cards that you need to have faith in. Maybe it's, you know, our Lord and Savior. Before we start talking about the cards, just want to say, if you like the video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. We want to see your guys' feedback. Also, hit the sub button. We are trying to reach our goal of 100 subs. If we get there, we plan on doing a review of YuGiOh the movie, where we actually have the movie theater packs.
Yes, sir. 6 packs. Maybe they're all Wadapons.
Maybe they're all Blue Eyes.
Maybe. Either way, they're all worthless.
So for today's episode, we are opening up Return of the Duelist. Somewhere, I guess, all the players left, and now they're trying to bring us all back in. So with introductions out of the way, we're going to highlight some of the cards. The first one I wanted to highlight is a ultra rare in Gear Gigant X. This is a rank 4 requiring 2 level 4 machine monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, add a level 4 or lower machine monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. When this face-up card leaves the field, you can target one level 3 or lower YuGiOh monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So this is actually a really good card. Sure, it's not generic, it does require 2 level 4 machines, but around this time, we don't have access to it because we didn't get the structure deck, but the gears, or not the gears, the gadgets.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. We didn't get the...
we just got done talking about how neither of us were playing the game at this point.
Yeah. This card was really good just because if you were playing gadgets, that is a deck that is really good at establishing rank 4s. They're all machines, so you could easily make this card. And this card searches any machine from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Not only that, but we're also getting more of the actual archetype with the YuGiOhs being introduced in this pack as well. So all in all, very solid card.
All right, well, moving over to my first card, I chose to highlight number 91, Thunder Spark Dragon. So it is also a rank 4 Xyz. It requires 3 level 4 monsters, and then once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Detach 3 Xyz materials from this card to destroy all other face-up monsters on the field, or detach 5 Xyz materials from this card to destroy all cards your opponent controls. Either way, you're getting a board wipe out of it. You're gonna have to go into some I don't want to say cheeky, but you're gonna have to use some extra cards to give this thing more than 3 materials.
Yeah.
To make it worth it. But even still, if this is your only face-up monster on the field, or if you can afford to lose them, that's a pretty decent trade-off for a quick 2400 attack then.
So the next card I wanted to highlight is a very simple card. It is Revival Golem. It is a level 4 earth monster, 100 attack, 2100 defense. Its effect though is where it shines. You can only use it once per turn. When this card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, activate one of these effects. Special summon this card from your graveyard or add this card from your graveyard to your hand. So this is a very simple card, but it's actually very cool. We also got some new rock cards in here as well. Over the years, we've been introduced to new rock cards as well. So this card fits that criteria. It is a level 4, so it makes it very, very good if you're trying to spam rank 4s onto the field. But the fact that it can just revive itself. We also got a new card in here that just sends rocks from deck to grave. So this is a perfect target for that as well, to establish more board presence.
So how about a card to balance it that's less simple and very gimmicky, which is right up my alley, I think. So I've got Eco Mystical Spirit of the Forest. It's a level 4 plant monster. When you take battle damage from an opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the damage you took. Also, both players take no further effect damage this turn. We have quite a bit of level 4s. You know, you could get this out on the board if they can't out at that turn. It gives you some access to some plays. It also equals out damage to your opponent, and it could save you from any further damage, potentially.
The last card I wanted to mention is a common. It is Madolche Mageline. So with the last couple of packs, we were introduced to some new Madolche cards. This pack also gives us new cards as well. This is one of the better ones because it is a level 4 monster. If this card is in your possession, is destroyed by an opponent's card and sent to the graveyard, shuffled it into the deck. That is a effect that a lot of the Madolches share. When this card is normal or flip summon, you can add a Madolche monster from deck to your hand. So this is kind of like the Stratos for the archetype.
And to finish it up, I've got Spellbook of Wisdom. It's a quick play spell. Target one spellcaster monster on the field, then activate one of these effects. That face-up monster is unaffected by other spell effects this turn, or that face-up monster is unaffected by trap effects this turn. It is kind of nice. I know the spellbook cards do go with like an archetype that was introduced with this pack.
Yeah.
But it is nice that you're not limited to just that archetype. It works for any spellcaster.
Yeah, kind of giving spellcasters, that type of monster, a little bit of a boost. So those are the cards that we wanted to highlight. The rest of the pack consists of more of the prophecy cards, which go with the spellbook cards. They're all spellcasters typically. I think some of them might be warriors, but a lot of the times they just have like effects to either reuse your prophecy cards, fish them out of the graveyard, recycle them, or your spellbook cards. We have the YuGiOh cards in here. Some of them are the gear monsters, which are level 3s, and then the other ones are level 4s, the armor and the arsenal, both being pretty decent cards for that strategy. We're also being introduced to the Chronomaly. They have a rank 6, a rank 5, a rank 3, and then a bunch of main deck monsters in here as well. But that pretty much covers the bulk of the rest of the pack. Cody, what were your thoughts on this pack?
You know, taking the time I did with the pack, which honestly wasn't a whole lot. I kind of built this deck last minute.
Okay.
But it does seem like this pack maybe wasn't as strong as the last few. I don't really notice any new potential staples coming in unless you're playing specific archetypes that require you to play those cards. I do have some experience with some of them. Like I know I've played against Madolches one time last year at that tournament at your house. Brady came up and really kicked my ass with that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brady. You know, if you're watching, thank you for the support. If you're not, the hell's wrong with you?
Just call him out.
Right now, where you can't answer, calling you out. But yeah, like I said, you know, definitely not as strong as a pack overall, but it is kind of cool to see new archetypes that might be worth giving a shot.
Overall, I actually like this pack quite a bit. You're right in terms of like staple cards. It doesn't really have that. What it does have though is a lot of archetypes to try out. I'm not sure how powerful that they are quite yet. It might come to a thing of if we make changes to our ban list, that might make some of these strategies even stronger now that the top strategies have been bumped down. But for some of these strategies that are in here, it's also a really good jumping off point to get you started. We don't have all the YuGiOh or the Madolche cards that exist in the entirety of YuGiOh, but these are some of the better ones. And so this is actually a good way to start testing and trying out these strategies before they start getting like the really good stuff that brings the whole deck together. Well, what do you say, buddy? We talked about the pack. Are you ready to get into the game?
I'm ready.
All right, buddy, let's do it.
Add one to the losing column. Guys, we're back here for Return of the Duelist, Return of the Mac, Return of my luck. I might need a little magic for that to happen. Luckily, I'm bringing plenty with me this week. I'm playing the Prophecy Spellbook cards. Starting us off, I've got 3 copies of Amoris of Prophecy. So this is once per turn, I can reveal a spell card in the hand. Special summon level 4 lower spellcaster from the hand. 3 Charioteer. I can discard a Spellbook spell card to target a spellcaster monster in my graveyard, add it to the hand. 1 High Priestess. This is basically the boss monster for the main deck. It can be special summoned by revealing 3 spellbook spells or normal summon the hard way. Once per turn, I can banish a spellbook spell from the hand or graveyard, target a card on the field, destroy it. 2 Spellbook Magician of Prophecies. If it's normal summon or flip face up, I can add a spellbook spell from deck to hand. 3 Strength of Prophecy. So this with this one, I can shuffle a spellbook spell from graveyard into the deck, Target a faceless spellcaster on the field, increase its level by 1 and attack by 500. Temperance. This is a really good one for seeing High Priestess easily. So with Temperance, during your main phase, if you've activated a spellbook spell previously this turn, you can tribute this card, special summon a level 5 or higher light or dark spellcaster monster from the deck, but you cannot special summon another level 5 or higher monster during the turn you activate this effect. Next up is Gagaga Magician. So with this card, once per turn, I can declare level 1 to 8, and then it becomes that level until the end of the turn. Next up, the Tricky. For the same reason, he's a spellcaster, so he works with some of the back row that I have here, but he's also special summonable and he's level 5, which helps with Xyz plays. 2 copies of Bait Doll, 1 Dark World Lightning for some different type of removal. Enemy Controller, Heavy Storm, Instant Fusion, Monster Reborn, and Night Beam all make returns. So the spellbook cards. Spellbook of Power is probably the one I want to see the most offer an offensive strategy. So I can target a spellcaster this turn, it gains 1000 attack, and if it does, each time it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, I can add a spellbook spell from deck to hand. Spellbook of Secrets, this searches any other spellbook card from deck to hand, but I can only activate 1 per turn. And Spellbook of Wisdom is a really good card here. We went over to the top, so I won't do it again. And then I brought back Curse Seal of the Forbidden Spell for the first time in a long time, because it's been a couple troublesome spells that Dakota's been playing, namely like Bait Doll and other stuff like that. And while I don't have a lot of traps here, I do have quite a few in the side deck, so if Bait Doll or any other card like that becomes a problem, I can use this to shut off his spells with that name for the rest of the duel. And finally, Solemn Judgment for just a quick shutdown. Side deck, I've got Delg the Dark Monarch, because he is a spellcaster. He's a level 6, which works with Synchro, Xyz. I do it at least once an episode. If he is normal or special summoned, I can target up to 2 cards in the opponent's graveyard, banish them, and then send the same number of cards from the top of the deck to the graveyard. And if he is playing Inzectors again, that could work well in my favor to banish some troublesome Inzectors and then also get to mill 2 on top of that. Fluff, I went over last week. I can change his level by revealing a monster in the field in my hand. Glow Up Bulb is here because I needed a tuner for Arcanite Magician. Sage of Silence and Stillness. So with Silence, if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, he cannot activate spell cards the next turn. With Stillness, it's the same thing, but he can't activate trap cards the next turn. Pot of Duality for some draw power. Spellbook Library of the Crescent. So I only have 1 in here, but with this one, if I have no spellbook spells in the graveyard, I can reveal 3 of them with different names from my deck, which I have exactly 3 with different names. And then Dakota will randomly add 1 of them to my hand. The rest will get shuffled back into the deck. And then I cannot activate any spell cards the turn I activate this card except for spellbook spell cards. 1 more Curse Seal just for good measure. And now the cards that I threw in, because there's an above 0% chance he's playing Inzectors again, so I wanted to be slightly more prepared this time. I have Karma Cut again like last time, but I also threw in Macrocosmos to shut down any attempts of him to, throw out some equipped cards. Finally, Solemn Warning. I've been sitting on this card for a while. Extra deck now, I'm going to try to go through this fairly quickly because a lot of them are returning. Flame Ghost, Guilty, 1,000 Eyes are all back. Arcanite Magician is new, I believe. I don't think I've used him before. He requires a tuner, non-tuners, and 1+ non-tuner spellcasters. If this card is secret summoned, place 2 spell counters on it. It gains 1,000 attack for each spell counter, and I can remove 1 spell counter to target 1 card the opponent controls and destroy it. Adrius is back. Hierophant of Prophecy is the extra deck boss monster for this deck currently. 2 level 7 spellcasters. Once per turn, I can detach an Xyz material from the card, destroy spell traps your opponent controls up to the number of spellbook spells in their graveyard. Inzector Exobeetle returns, Big Eye returns, Leviathan Dragon, Shark Drake, they all return. Number 6, Chronomaly Atlantis. I don't remember if we went over this at the top or not, but for time's sake, I won't go over it. If you want to read it, just pause the episode real quick. Number 91, we did go over the top. Tyrus, Wind-Up Zenmeister, and Arsenals, and now all return. So that's the strategy. Essentially, it's spellcasters that are getting themselves protection or buffing themselves with the spell books, and then I'm using them with some level manipulation to go into some fairly powerful Xyz. That's it. I got nothing else to offer. Let's get out there. Let's do some magic tricks, I guess.
All right, guys, here we are, Return of the Duelist, and Inzectors are also returning. So I wanted to play this again because so far they're undefeated. This is a pretty strong deck. I made a couple of changes, of course. Didn't want to play it exactly the same. In terms of the Inzectors, the lineup is mostly just all the same. The only ones that I took out were the higher level ones, the Giga Weevil and the Giga Mantis. Their effects aren't the greatest. I have used them before in the previous episodes, but even when I used them, it wasn't like the greatest thing ever. You're kind of like just buffing a monster and they don't do anything else. So we're playing the 3 Dragonfly, we're playing 3 Centipede, 3 Hornet, 3 Hopper, and 3 Ladybug. The cards that I added is Howling Insect. I don't know why I didn't think of this card before, but this deck can run into potential where you don't draw the pieces that you're looking for. And this way, this is a recruiter. So when it's destroyed by battle, it's sent to the graveyard, special summon a insect with 1500 or less attack from your deck. We're playing with the 1 Excalibur, Monster Reborn, Heavy, Enemy Controller, 2 Lance, 3 Bait Doll, Night Beam was a craft that I did, Creature Swap, Instant Fusion, Snatch Steal, 3 Fiendish Chain, Compost, Ring, Double Judgment, and 1 Warning, and 1 Trap Stun. I did change the side deck just because the Dark World stuff never came up, so I'm playing a more traditional side deck, I feel. So 3 Cyber Dragon for going second, Swords of Concealing Light for going second, Double Cyclone to out his back row, and then for the traps, Raigeki Break and Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. I wanted to play these cards just because now that I've been playing this deck a couple of times, he might be onto that I'm going to play it, and he might end up siding into certain spells and traps to shut off the strategy. And for the extra deck, it's all just the same, just playing some synchros. If he's playing some tuners, I can steal them. Adrius, Tyrus, Zenmao, 2 Giga Brilliant, and my instant fusion targets. So that's the deck. Again, not much has changed. Kind of just gonna play this deck until we decide to hit it, which if I get a win after this, it's probably gonna be the next episode that we do a ban list. Kind of just keeping with the theme of, if you can get 3 wins out of a deck, there's probably something in it that's somewhat broken. If this deck gets hit, I don't know exactly what it will be, but in my mind, I'd rather just play the deck over and over again, get it hit so I don't have to touch it again, and we can move on to other strategies on the horizon. So with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and we're gonna get into the game. Here we are, game 1, Return of the Duelist.
Game 1. Shall we break the streak of not going to game 3? We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, we'll see. You said you built this last minute.
Yeah, pretty much. Last night.
What happened?
Right before I went into work. The weekend.
Okay, yeah.
I got kind of busy, and then I finally had some time between football games watching the Cowboys lose gloriously.
Okay.
Because America wins when the Cowboys lose.
So if I win this today, it's not because I'm better or anything. It's simply because football.
I mean, it's both.
It's football.
It's both. My strategy is well, I'm not gonna say because I don't give away my pick here.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out here soon. Oh, here we go.
I was gonna say it's as flimsy as paper.
It'll be one of these ones.
The hard as a rock.
Oh, dude. Come on. There we go. Yes.
There we go.
All right, buddy. Here we go.
Take your pick.
I'm gonna go first. All right, where to start with this? We're gonna go to main phase. I guess we can start with that. We're going to normal summon Dragonfly.
God fucking damn it.
I'm gonna activate the effect. I'm gonna attach the Hopper. I'm gonna use Hopper's effect. That will then trigger the Dragonfly to special. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to special summon Centipede. I'll use the Centipede effect. Attach the Hopper. Hopper effect again. That's going to trigger the Centipede to add. I think I'm going to add the Excalibur. I will then activate the Excalibur, attaching it to Centipede. From there, I'm going to set 1 card, and I'm going to pass.
Stand by to main.
All good.
Since you did it to me last time, I think I have to be gracious enough to hit you back with it.
Heavy
Storm.
Okay, yeah. It was Fiendish Chain.
Alrighty, I like it.
All right, so this is gonna go back down. That's gonna trigger the Excalibur. I'm gonna add the Hopper back to hand.
Okay.
And proceed.
I'm gonna give away my strategy now.
Okay.
Since you did yours right away, I'm gonna activate Spellbook of Secrets.
Sure, yeah. Here we go.
Uphold Wisdom. Man, I really hate that you're playing this again because I don't want to go into any like moves now that are going to require resources to commit.
Next turn, I could have the Hornet.
You might already fucking have it.
I could,
in your
yeah.
hand. I'll get in there with a normal summon of Temperance of Prophecy. I will declare his effect. Since I activated a spellbook previously this turn, I'll tribute him to summon a level 5 or higher light or dark spellcaster from deck.
Sure.
High Priestess of Prophecy. Next, I will declare that effect, banishing Secrets from Grave, targeting Centipede.
Okay.
I will then proceed to battle phase.
Sure.
Swing in for 15.
I will take it.
Main 2. I've got 1, 2 sets, and a pass.
All right. I will draw. Standby to main. Bait doll on this one.
It is not a trap.
Ooh, so it's probably 2 spells. The other one's the spell book card. Okay, so that will fall off. I'm going to normal summon Hopper. With that, I'm going to set 1, set 2, and I'm just gonna pass.
Standby to main.
All good.
Yeah, I'll start with an activation of Spellbook of Secrets. Let's pull power. I will normal summon the Strength of Prophecy. I will declare that effect.
Sure.
Top deck, shuffle, and I'll put a token on it for 5.
Okay.
The Spellbook of Power. I'll target Prophecy. I guess it doesn't matter. Strength of Prophecy. I gotta specify that.
Yeah, I'll activate Lance targeting the Strength of Prophecy.
Okay. So he's at 1200.
Yes.
I'll declare Priestess then. Banish the power from grave. Target your back row.
I'll chain it. It's enemy controller. I will tribute the Hopper and target the Priestess.
Okay. I'll chain Spellbook then.
Yeah, and you're declare spell.
Priestess.
Yeah.
Yeah, declare spell.
All right.
Battle.
Sure.
25
25
and 12.
12.
That is my turn.
All right. This will get bumped up then. All right. I will draw. Standby to main. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. The first turn didn't look too bad, but then once you cracked it, it wasn't too good after that. All right, buddy, here we are, game 2. I was not very successful in that one, but I'm gonna try again.
Okay. You gotta get it. You gotta get us to game 3, man.
I'll try.
I'm not gonna throw, but you gotta.
I will do my best. Set 1, set 2, and pass it back.
We'll go standby to main.
All good.
I will start with a bait doll of my own.
Okay.
Targeting that one.
Yeah, it was Wind Blast.
Oh, wow, that's returning after a while.
Well, I guess I have to force activate it, right?
Yeah, if you hit the force activation.
So I will discard Double Cyclone, and I'll just stack the bait doll to the top.
I'm going to set 1 card, normal summon, Charioteer of Prophecy. Battle.
Sure.
I'll swing for 18.
I will take it.
Main 2.
Sure.
I'm going to set another card.
Okay.
Pass.
All right. I will draw. Standby to main. Snatch Steal. Bring it here. Finally, the debut of Snatch Steal. Yes, let's go. Battle. 18 to you.
Enemy controller.
You're gonna switch it to defense.
I am.
All right.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Try to use my own monster against me.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll go to main phase. Yeah, I'll just pass.
Standby. I'll gain 1,000 from Snatch Steal.
Yep.
I'll try again. Bait doll on your set.
I have to activate it again. It's Wind Blast. I will discard Break, and I'll put the set back.
Oh, so that isn't going to be top of my deck anymore then, because I have to shuffle bait doll in.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. That's kind of garbage.
So hopefully it wasn't good.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would like to know.
Well,
but now I'll never know.
I'll get in there with a normal summon of Charioteer again.
Sure, yeah.
A battle.
Yep.
I'll swing over.
But Bud, you're gonna lose the 1,000 light points. Oh, you actually
a monster back.
You lost 1,000 instead of gaining 1,000.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
All right, I'll gain 2.
I mean, you can keep it that way if you want. I mean.
Yeah. It's a good game state check. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my turn. I'll wear it out.
I will draw. Standby to main.
How did we get so low in resources all of a sudden?
I was playing
We haven't done a whole lot.
Yeah, you haven't done really anything, but I've been like spinning your cards and you've been forcing me to discard. I'm just going to set a card and pass.
Standby to main.
Oh, good.
I have absolutely no idea what that is. But if I remember correctly, your Inzectors don't have high defense.
Dragonfly does.
Dragonfly does? What is that, like 18?
18.
18. I'll get in there with a normal summon of Strength of Prophecy.
Okay.
I can overlay.
Oh, sure.
Or Sidmeister.
Okay.
Battle.
Sure.
Swing batter.
It was Centipede.
It was Centipede. All right, that's my turn.
All right, I will draw. Standby to main. Set and pass.
You're gonna load your graveyard for when you get that good draw.
That's right.
Stand by to main.
All good.
I'll just go battle again.
Sure.
Tempt.
It's howling insects. Use the effect.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yep. There
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
My new tech option. All right.
I'm kind of surprised you weren't playing that earlier.
I never thought about it. So we're going to use the effect of Dragonfly, and we'll equip
Let me guess.
the Centipede.
Ah. So while Centipede's equipped, was it?
It just increases it by 3.
Okay, so it's level 6 now.
Yeah, it's not one of the good ones. So I can't get the Centipede to fall off because he doesn't have an effect to do so. However, I can do this. Heavy Storm.
Wow.
Yeah, Dragonfly effect.
Wow.
Dragonfly effect. But what do I get here? There's not honestly like a bunch of good options. I think maybe I'll just go for the Hornet. I think from here I just need to set and pass.
Stand by to main. I guess the play here is to hope. I feel like I have to get offensive. I'll normal. Gaga Magician.
On summon, I will Judgment.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know what else
Fair
is in
enough.
your hand, but I figured I might as well just cut you off.
Well, you kind of did, so congratulations.
Yay.
Battle?
Sure.
I'll hit over your fly.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. I will draw. Stand by to main. It didn't even matter. But the problem is that there's only one way that I see of at least clearing what's in front of me. So we're going to switch this to attack, and I'm gonna go battle.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
Okay, so you lost 2k. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, go to the graveyard.
A second attack? Okay.
All right, main phase 2.
Now you're gonna summon
Dragonfly.
Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Dragonfly effect. Let's go.
Fucking knew it.
Hornet effect.
Yeah, go
Pop
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
Dragonfly effect. It's still not great. I'm almost dead to like anything. From here, we're gonna go for the Centipede. We're gonna go Centipede effect. The problem is that none of the stuff that I have in circulation are the good ones that have effects when they're equipped. They're all like the pieces that kind of extend. So we're gonna go Centipede effect. We're gonna get the Hornet. We're going to go Hornet effect, pop the Dragonfly, trigger the Centipede.
Okay.
Centipede is going to search. So I think we'll probably just go for that. We'll grab these at caliber. I'll equip, and I will pass.
Destiny draw mode.
Yeah, here we go.
I don't even know if it's worth it at this point, but all I can do is just set a card and pass.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. Go standby to main. A Centipede effect. We'll attach the Hornet. Hornet effect. Centipede. Yeah, and then Centipede effect. We'll search. I will grab. I think I'll just add the Hopper. We'll normal summon the Hopper. Use its effect. I'll attach the Hornet, and I will go battle. We'll go 17 and 24. Oh, or actually no, it's plus an extra 5 because the Hornet is actually buffing the Hopper by 500, and then it's increased by 3 levels. I will then set a card and pass it back. Oh, that was so close. Game 3, buddy. It's just what you wanted.
Once you get Hornet, I can't do fucking shit.
But here we are, game 3.
Game 3.
It's your decision.
And this might be the wrong one, but I think I'm going to go first.
Okay, let's see. Good luck, duelist.
God fucking damn it.
Oh no.
Stand by to main.
All good.
If ever there was a going second hand. I'll get a set pass.
Oh no. Okay, let's see. We'll go standby to main. Unfortunately for you, I have full combo.
Stalker.
Normal summon Dragonfly. Dragonfly effect.
Just gonna.
Yeah, you just get comfortable there. No hand traps, right?
Maybe.
Well, you tell me right now, and I'll just go as quickly as possible.
No hand traps.
All right. Ladybug. Ladybug effect. I will send it to the graveyard, and I will make this. I can bump it by 1 or 2. I'm gonna bump this up by 2, and then we'll go Dragonfly effect. We will grab Centipede. Centipede effect. We will grab the Ladybug. Ladybug effect. I will bump this up by 2. That will trigger the Centipede. I will search. I will search for Hornet. From here, let's try for Instant Fusion. I will go
for level 5.
I'm gonna go for a level 5.
Guys.
Fixed it. There we go. All right, we'll make Tiras, and we'll just go battle. We'll swing in.
That is Spellbook Magician of Prophecy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I can add a spell from deck to hand. Let's pull power.
And then 1,000 direct. We'll go to main phase 2. Not much else, so I'm just gonna go to end phase, and I have to detach. Or wait, actually, keep that there. We'll detach the centipede. There, and pass.
Stand by to main.
All good.
Start with Spellbook of Secrets.
Sure.
Let's pull Wisdom. I will normal summon Charioteer of Prophecy. I will then use Spellbook of Power on him. Battle phase.
Sure.
I will beat over your Tiras.
Okay.
For 200, and then I can add a Spellbook spell from deck to hand.
Yes, you can.
Let's pull another power. Main 2. I'm gonna set one. Gonna pass.
All right. I will draw. Go standby to main. This is probably just a dud, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Bait doll on the set.
It is a Bait Doll dud.
Okay. From here, I can go Dragonfly effect. Let's grab the Hornet effect. Target this. That will trigger the Dragonfly. We will special. We'll go for the Hopper. Let's normal summon Centipede effect. We'll grab the Hornet effect. Go for the back row. Centipede effect to search. Let's grab the Zecalibur. We'll go Hopper effect, and I will attach the Hornet. Yeah, we'll go for the Hornet. Or wait, maybe there's something better to do. I'm double checking on if I want to equip the Hornet or if I go for the Ladybug. Yeah, we'll just go for the Hornet. I'll activate Zecalibur and equip it to the Centipede. This is at 22.
Yeah.
This will be at 24. We'll go battle. We'll go 24, 22, 1,000. Main phase 2. I will set a card and back to you.
Stand by to main.
All good.
I'm gonna start with the Bait Doll on your set.
Ooh, that sucks. That's ring.
Asshole.
I could have. That was close.
Whoops.
Almost won this game.
Top deck. I think I have a play. I'm gonna start with a normal summon of Gaga Magician.
All right.
I'm not using its effect.
Okay.
Activate Spellbook of Power.
Sure.
Targeting Magician.
Yeah.
Battle.
Sure.
Okay, then I'm gonna hit Hopper.
Okay. That will die. I'll take 3.
And then I will search my Spellbook card.
Sure.
I will pull Wisdom. And then I will set 1, set 2, set 3. Your move.
Jesus Christ. Those are the biggest fucking bluffs I've ever seen.
During the standby phase?
Yeah, sure.
Macrocosmos.
Oh, I see how it is. Okay. So they actually send themselves to the graveyard for cost, which means I can't do it under Macrocosmos. Why are you playing Macrocosmos in this deck?
Fool me once.
Shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Centipede effect. I'm going to equip Ladybug.
Okay.
That will buff his level by 2. We'll make Adrius. So because the monsters are gone, the equips will fall off, which means they will go banished instead. If you got nothing here, I'm going to use Adrius effect.
I've got nothing.
All right, I will declare the effect. I will detach, which these are going to get banished. So I guess I will... What do I have in the graveyard? I guess I will detach the Centipede, and I'll target the Macrocosmos. Normal summon Centipede. Activate the effect. We will get Hornet. Hornet effect. Target. Centipede effect. I will search.
Is this really necessary?
Yes.
I know you have to with Centipede because you did it, but like, come on.
I guess I'll grab the Dragonfly. Battle phase.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go. What were they? Wisdom and Bait Doll. Okay, yeah.
One of them was a bluff.
Unfortunately, Wisdom does not protect against monster effects. This deck was a lot more annoying than I would have thought, just reading the cards.
I don't even have all the Spellbook cards because there's more in the next set.
Yeah, there's still more coming out. That's why I avoided it, because I figured they don't even have the best card yet. Yeah, so some of these cards are actually kind of annoying. The Priestess is pretty cool because you can special itself from hand, but you had a way to cheese it out using the Temperance. Which I'm surprised a card like this even exists right now. There's not like a lot of cards that special from deck, but like if they do, it's like the card is negated, or like the target is so specific that it kind of just is like a level 3 monster or something small like that. But like this card just is like, yeah, just special summon your boss monster from your deck. Charioteer is kind of nice just because it has a big attack, but it's also a monster reborn, or no, it adds it to your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Strength was pretty cool because you can target anything and then buff it, but it also like allows you to recycle your resources from the graveyard.
Obviously, you can guess Gaga Magician was in here for Synchro plays or Xyz plays.
Yeah, you keep getting those mixed up.
I know. I don't know why.
Were you playing 3 copies of Blue Boy?
2. He's here.
Okay. Well, I saw
Playing
2, but
two
like
of them.
I didn't know if you
Yeah.
were playing a play set.
No, I only have 2.
Oh, okay. Because there's a point where like this deck turns into a big spell fest where you don't even play these prophecy cards. You only play like the generic spell, like spellcaster type monsters and spellbook magician, and like the rest of your deck is like
Yeah.
all spells.
Main issue I ran into, especially game 2, I wasn't drawing any fucking back row. I opened enemy controller, and I think that's the only back row I drew that entire game, or at least for a good portion of it.
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing any of my spell books. I wasn't seeing the blue boy to search them. I wasn't seeing anything. So I was incredibly limited on what I can do.
I mean, this was a pretty good practice for you before they get like the next wave of support, because like once we get Judgment, that's when this deck is really good.
So many times game 2 I could have had you if I just pulled a spell card. I was like, man, let me pull Spellbook Magician or Spellbook of Power or Secret Spellbook. Like any one of those, I can finish you now. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Not in the cards.
Definitely shows some promise for this deck, though. I mean, Spellbook Power is pretty insane. Like, it searches and
Yeah.
it buffs, but like the buff is 1,000, which is extremely significant. What was your thinking, like, for Macrocosmos? Was that just in case if I was playing this again?
100%.
Okay. Well, you definitely missed the card. This card would have been a complete shutdown of my deck for everything that it does, and it wouldn't have touched your deck at all, because from what I'm seeing, you're not playing darks. You could have been playing Shadow Imprisoning. All Insectors, they're all darks.
Gonna be real. Didn't notice that.
Yeah, Shadow Imprisoning will stop on-field and graveyard effects.
Man, you and your bringing back dark strategies. First Blackwings, now Insectors then.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that they made certain attributes way stronger than others. It's typically like dark is probably the most, light is secondary, and then everything else afterwards. I don't know what
Fire's probably the weakest.
not anymore. Fire's on top, but
Not anymore, but throughout
Yeah.
the history of the game so far, we've seen probably
probably like
that or wind.
the most competent strategy that I can think of for fires is maybe Volcanics, which didn't really do much. So you said that you built the deck last minute, but what was it about these cards that made you interested?
Aside from the new archetype thing, I kind of just wanted to try something out that didn't really, because you know me, I like trap cards,
Yeah.
despite the fact that in modern game they're almost worthless
Yeah.
in most decks except for like Labyrinth and stuff. But I wanted to kind of get away from that because I've been burned too many times with relying on trap cards to do things for me and you just hitting me with like bait doll and stuff like that. So I was like, here's a strategy that focuses more on spell cards and I can use that to my favor. Plus I thought it was a decent way to get out some synchro plays. Like I had the Tricky in here. I haven't played him in a while anyway, but because he's a spellcaster, he's a level 5 special summonable, I had him in here.
All right, buddy, here we are back at the wheel. Go ahead, give it a first spin, see what you land on. Craft a main deck monster. That's pretty cool.
Options.
So many options. There's like Reborn Tengu. There's, I don't know, Tour Guide. Could go for a spellbook card. I guess it'd be prophecy card, I guess. But would this be the last piece that you need for your playset of Lava Golem?
It would be, yeah.
You could go for that.
Yeah, what a craft that was.
All right.
Maybe I'll craft a second Cyber Jar.
Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna take a spin, see what I get. A rare super. What was in here? Priestess was a super. The other prophecy card is a super. What's in the rares? Some spellbook stuff, some YuGiOh stuff. Okay. We'll take another spin, see what the other option is. Ooh, that's so close. What is it? Oh, wow. Craft a spell. There we go. That's like...
You got craft, what was it, rare super or a spell?
Yep, rare super and or spell. There's still like several spells that I'm looking at from like older cards, like Book of Moon and MST, stuff like that.
Another snatch deal.
I could go that route, but I have a feeling that at least right now for one, it's somewhat safe from the banning since it hasn't really been too prevalent. But I don't want to make it broken yet. But regardless, looks like we both got some homework for the next episode to go into. Yeah, we both got some crafts. We got the new pack in Abyss Rising. All right, guys, that's going to bring it into this episode. Thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and hit the sub button. Help us reach our current goal of 100 subs. As always, we like to close this with closing thoughts. So, Cody, what are yours?
Well, I guess I called it. It didn't go the way I wanted it to, but we did finally get to a game 3.
Yep.
Now we try to do the homework and see how long it's been since this happened.
Outro's out of the way. We will see you guys for the next episode. Stay tuned for the next episode of Too Fast, Too Duelist. Until then, we will see you there. Bye.
Peace. Derek made a comment in the last game night video or game night session that we had. He's like, "Hey Cody, those insect monsters are hard to follow." I was like, "Oh, the insectors?" He's like, "Yeah, like I'm just watching the episode," and Dakota's like, "I'll summon this, which lets me chain this, which lets me equip this, which lets me do this, and I can decrypt that." And I'm like, "Dude, you have no idea. Just wait.
Yeah.
Give it like a few more months. You have no idea how bad it's gonna get."